Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her.
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Bridgewater. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field,
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line. You got nothing.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Come on, set. 56, the outlaw. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Another carry for the
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Play action. Haskins. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
First down, Chargers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
Play action. Haskins gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Raekwon McMillan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 43.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because of the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
49 the mic. Watch 49.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Third and long for Bridgewater. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
They got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 41 yards.
First down, Chargers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. This one caught by Isabella. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You better be afraid of me.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins able to find Isabella. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Don't be scared of it. What's it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This will be taken in at the 1, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Strong right, strong right. 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down. Check 9, kill.
Second down, Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill, kill, kill. Turn.
Now Haskins, third and long. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Watch the slap. Hush him, hush him. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Every day, any day.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Ready? 49's the mic. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
And to give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now Haskins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
1st down, Chargers.
Come on, set. Time to end it. Hey, pick your game up. One twist.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Now it's Haskins. Catch made by Slayton. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Haskins now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
He's checking. Check.
He's back to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Let's go, D.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
At the 6-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On second and 11 now. Haskins throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check, lucky.
Here's Haskins to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
57's the mic. Mark 57. Who that? Who that? Mike's 57.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Spinning away. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing.
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.